So welcome to the UK News Today. Today we use that the terror threats as Heathrow Airport security files found dumped in the street. Britain's biggest airport launched a very urgent investigation after Sunday Mirror alerted them to the frightening security lapse. Heathrow chests are railing up to the memory stick crammed with the confidential information was found in the street, posing a risk to nation security. Britain's biggest airport launched a very urgent investigation after the Sunday Mirror alerted them to the frightening security lapse. A USB stick containing 36 folders with maps, videos and documents was not encrypted and did not require a password. The man who found it plugged it into the library computer and was alarmed what he saw. It revealed the exact route the Queen takes and using the airport and security measures used to protect her, while disclosing every type of ID needed, even though used by covert cops to access restricted areas. A timetable of patrols that was used to guard the site against suicide bombers and terror attacks. Maps pinpointing CCTV cameras and a network of tunnels and escape shaft linked to the Heathrow Express. Rules and safeguards for cabinet ministers and foreign dignitaries. Details of the unsound radar system used to scan runways and perimeter fences. The scare comes just a week after Britain's terror threat stood at the critical following the person created dumped it is still stable. The USB stick was found by a member of the public and handed to the Sunday Mirror. A security source said, "In the wrong hands, this would represent a profound threat in terms of terrorism or espionage. Aviation security is under the microscope because of the desire by the terrorists to bring planes down in a spectacular fashion. Security services would not want this leaked also to hostile parties." Metropolis detectives were rushing with airport chiefs to work out how the USB drive with a massive 2.5G of data ended up in the street. Airport insiders revealed they were trying to determine if there had been an incompetent data breach or if someone had been accessing files intentionally. Police fear it maybe have been copied and calculated on the dark web, while terrorists and criminals buy information. The web detail could have been taken years to compile and invoked a number of different systems, police source said. The fear is that this information could have been downloaded and disseminated God knows where. The worry it ends up on the dark web and used by bad guys to pick holes in airport security. The former container tourist chief who specialist in airport security told the Sunday Mirror there are serious questions to be answered. Why was this sensitive material had on an encrypted memory stick and taken off-site? It's a huge security breach and massively embarrassing for those in charge of security. Knowing the captain aspect of this information may take it easier for potential attackers to avoid detections, and the cumulative impact of having so many documents, video, maps, and images all in one place present a security risk. Sunday Mirror was contacted by the unemployed man who found a stick while on his way to the library to search internet for work. He spotted the memory stick among leaves on the pavement in Labour Street in Queen, West London. He said, I was curious about what it contained, so a few days later, when I went back to the library, I plugged into the computer. All this was there. I could not believe it. There were at least 174 documents. Some were marked as the confidential or restricted, but could still be read. Maps let Bell's detail of the airport's royal suite used by the Queen cabinet members and foreign dignitaries. And there were photos of X-ray machine and scan equipment used by Her Majesty receipt which cost £2,800 to hire for the side flight is hidden from view of Terminal 5 and guests are driven directly to it. By the memory stick hosts image of the road leading up to the suite and satellite images with the location of nearby checkpoints. Details of the screen processors in render Windsor suite used by Star, including singer Cherry 3D, were also revealed. Other files listed those except from screening detail of driver, every VIP guest to the suite, and radio codes in the case of aircraft hijacking. Other maps showed where maintenance, tunnel, and escape shaft link an airport to Heathrow Express train line. Still image and operation manual for the dropper radar surveillance system were also stored. An expert who helped us examine memory stick said the information may have facilitated an attack if it fell in the wrong hands. He said, knowing this information will cut down on survey and could potentially make access easier. Security checks will be working hard to ensure there is no physical threat as a result of this breach and changing process if necessary. It's not helpful, certainly not best practice to have maps and draw of one of the UK's biggest airports left in the street. It is serving up intelligence on a plate to people. It is huge and pressing and should not have happened. The wrong hands, it could potentially be very helpful and would save them a lot of time in planning a trek. Sunday Mirror has passed far to Heathrow intelligence chiefs. They may have found it has been interviewed by airports and security chiefs. Insiders admitted it sparked very urgent probe and that it posed a risk to nation security. Document highlighted recent terror attacks to illustrate the type of threat Heathrow could face. A reference by London's troop stepping into 2015 tourist bridge massive which claimed the lives of 30 British tourists The same year, in 2016, bombing in Istanbul's Atatürk International Airport, and the memory stick was found just days after U.S. intelligence warned Islamic State jihadists and Al-Qaeda are planning more mass casualty attacks on the scale of 9/11 hijackings. Last year, terrorists threatened to bring down the U.S.-born plane flight out of Heathrow during Independence Day celebration. Meanwhile, U.S. court papers last year revealed an Al-Qaeda leader personal trained former Miss Donna's worker in bomb-making techniques to carry out the suicide attack in the arrivals hall at through instructing him to target passengers from U.S. and Israel. And earlier this month, MI5 Director General Andrew Parker said the current terrorism threat was the worst in his 34-year career. He described it as the multi-dimensional, involving rapidly and operating at a scale and pace we have not seen before. Keep and handle safe for passenger terminal and one of cargo is a very high risk. More than 80 airlines fly 75 million passengers a year to 185 destinations in 84 countries. A spokesman for the airport said, Heathrow's top priority is the safety and security of our passengers and crews. UK's Heathrow have some of the most robust security measures in the world, and we remain towards strict update our procedures on a daily basis. We have reviewed all our security lens and are confident Heathrow remains secure. We also launched internal investigation to understand how this happened and are taking steps to prevent similar occurrence in future, an alarm breach that could hurt the UK. By Huge Defense Director, the application for a trove of information on airport security falling into the wrong hands are extremely serious and terrifying. Islamic State is known to be possessing a spectacular to March 1911 attacks. Course map routes used by the Royals and emergency bridge user would be assured perhaps estimate value to terror cell. Crucial investigator will want to know why someone was able to get the information on the USB stick, was get it out what the workplace when they lost it. It is deeply alarming. It should be happen at a time such heightened terror threat may show the security and control are not as nailed down as the head or hold. But there is another profoundly alarming aspect of this repeatedly trying to disrupt Britain's infrastructures have been made in recent years by North Korea, among others. This sort of information could be great value to host intelligence agency could be used by exposed with less cost Britain fortune to resolve, or for a more sinister result if open hostility grow towards the UK's. Thanks you very much for the listen to the UK news. I hope you enjoyed this news. Please subscribe to the channel to get me news. Thank you.